CSS battle time, and we have this thing. Lines and plus signs. Could we literally use like if we did, I'm just wondering. I doubt it, but you know, let's see. Font, weight. We need a dash in there. Font, dash, weight, bold. Oh yeah. I'm not even sure how to make those quite that thick or that long. I feel like if they got that long, yeah, that's just weird. I don't know those well enough to even attempt manipulating those. I don't think it's the way to go. All right, I'll put in the description, of course, how this goes. So if you know there's any insights here, or anything even worth looking at, you know, I do this to kind of have community, not to like get views or have like I don't know, watch time. The metrics don't matter. This is just a way to connect with other people who like CSS battles. And if someone's getting into CSS battles, maybe teach them a few tricks that help them play, you know, learn new tricks faster. Okay. All seriousness, I mean, repeating lines, whenever I have a repeating elements, I love gradients for that. That's like what I like to do the most. I like to do gradients. Like this would be a really easy gradient to do. But then with this coupled there, it's not so easy. I could do a single gradient solution and then put like 3 paragraph or background solution. So do the linear gradient. I'd have to put a no repeat on it if I wanted it as part of the same element. Unless, no, yep, I do. Unless we do 3 gradients. I could do 3 gradients. No, 1. That's way too many gradients. So many. Alright, I gotta think about this. The question is, do I want to treat this all as one line, because it's the same height, and then just put a bar over the top, and then this is also a single line? Or do I want to treat these lines and then these plus signs as separate things? You know, a linear gradient and then a conic gradient, and have the separation. It could be these 3 lines, right? And then maybe these 3 lines could have one line here coming down, and then we have 3 lines coming across, but they come on top, but it's a transparent, and then that, and then we repeat. So transparent, the line, then the yellow color, that would cover it. Transparent, brown, transparent, yellow. That's too many color stops to be efficient. Now this masking bar would be the same as this thing. And okay, this actually works. I just realized this works. We have 2 elements. We have, oh no, it doesn't work. Oh man, because they're layered alternately. Like I'd want these horizontal lines to be on top of this thing, but then I'd want the vertical line to be on top of this thing. I was thinking of doing the line and then that, but it doesn't, unless, no, still doesn't work. I was thinking of adding a third element, but I still haven't written any code yet. What if one of these, like this line here, no, it'd have to be on a lower element, so that wouldn't work too well. But if this was a border dashed, would it work? Let's margin it in 50, and then let's extend it up and just see, let's make the vertical something. Yeah, those at that width, it's just too small. Yeah, and that's too thick. Nope. Okay, so border dashed is out. That's good. Good to know. I need to set a timer on this. I could spend way too long on this thing. All right. Trying to get my layers straight. I need to just get something on the page, and then deal with the rest. So we're gonna do this. 10. I think it's 15 actually. And then this. Turn on our diff. We got the wrong color for both color stops. Okay. There we go. I got them flipped around. I want this color for the second one, so that's what I messed up at. I didn't paste the right thing. Okay, now let's position it down. We're gonna hit 0, 50. There we go. Let's move it down a little bit more. Is this 16? It'd be cool if it's 16. It is 16 and at 62 pixels, which is a weird spot to be at. We can't margin it in without a border. Do I want a border? Yeah, I want a border. We want more, and this is going to be 42 now, and we're going 25, 30. There we go. And 32, get our size, there we go. Now we can size it. It's gonna be, no, that's left and right. 1Q, doesn't matter what that value is because we're repeating. This is the value that matters for the up and down. There, they're 80 pixels apart. Okay, good. Which I like that these are font value multiples on those. So if we have those going, if we make the body just this size right here, and then, you know, flip the gradient, will it work? No, it won't. It won't, because the gradient is that color. So it'll overwrite the vertical lines wherever the body is. I mean the horizontal lines. So do we need a different gradient? Or do we need the body to just be that width? I think that's what I needed. I think that's the move. So the body's going to have a border. That's unfortunate. Neither. I don't want box shadow or border, but I do want to shrink the HTML. It's just, do I want to add a selector? You know, I think I do. So we're going to close that one off. We're going to come down here. We're going to hit a star and open it back up. There we go. And now the body is showing up now. Let's margin it into place. We're going to hit 0 on the top and bottom. Good. And then we're going to do 20 on that side, 200 on that side. Oh, no, it's bottom. And then I don't think I want to rotate it yet, but I'm going to just do it to see what we got. Okay. Okay. Why don't I have an outline? Because I typed it outline. Okay, there we go. We can see what we have. We want we rotated, so now I have weird values on this. Okay. Shoot. I don't want to run. Let's turn off the rotate. Better. Let's go, where do we want it? We want it right on those lines there. It's going to be a weird value. 50, 260, 300, 310. Oof. 308, 207. That looks right, but I don't like it. And then top and bottom are going to be like 20. Okay, so theoretically, rotate this now. I don't want to rotate it. I want -d for degrees, close that off, and then we can rewrite this. Okay, so we have a solid bar now, like I thought we would. Now we just need our blocking lines. And I mean, this one could be a box shadow, right? Let's say -50 pixels, 0, 0, and then 10. Maybe not quite that much, but you see the idea. We can place it, expand it. There we go, that looks about right. And color it. And since these two are the same color, I can put a color property here, and it should apply to that border as well. And then if I do a paragraph tag, I could just size it to be this block right here. And yeah, I could size it to just overlap the body. No, because I'm going to have that background. I don't want to write another background. So how do I make the back? I know how to make it work. We have a font base value here. So I could just add this to be like, what could it be? I can do this to be 16, right? And what it should do is if I do 1M here. Okay. Then what'll happen, unless yeah, I think I can do 1M there, and I could do 5M here. And what'll happen is I'll end up getting just pure yellow, like a single color gradient, so that it's just that background on the paragraph tag. And then it'll end up not repeating once I do, yeah, I think that should work. Or at least the repeat distance will be nothing now. Let's just see. Let's put it in there. I'm probably, did I start a timer? I started a timer. I started late, so let's just do it. All right. Let's put an outline out there just so we can see where it is. It's gonna have no height, so it's gonna be like hidden. Have an outline on it. Margin. There it is. Okay, so it's the full height of the body now. So what I can do is take that off and do like 30. Whatever this gap needs to be is the size I want, because then I will just go box shadow. I wonder if I could write these box shadows in here because they're vertical and they won't show up on the body element itself, and it'll all be in line. So it should be okay. Let's just write them first. No, let's not. Let's write them in the body and just see what happens as they transfer down. Since it's in the same spot, I'm gonna go 0 and 30 pixels. Okay, and it's gonna end up being yellow, so we won't see it. So yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Okay, let's put the color property up here and get all those colors out of the way. Let's get this. Let's do that. Let's delete it from here, see if that works. Still good. Our outline is just change color, that's all. We can take that off, and we can get that out of here. There we go. Let's get our outline out of here because I know where it's at. I know what it's doing. Let's just position and size this box shadow, shall we? And I think we'll be done. Okay, so got it in 1. The sizing was right. And 0, 100. Okay. This is probably the most convoluted way to do this, but it's been done. Oh no. That's not good. I don't know where the issue is. You know what? I really don't know where the issue is. Maybe it's this thing right here, because that was a weird... I don't know. Yeah. No, I'm not going to find this. This is just a bad approach, I think. Okay. We're going to change this. This value doesn't matter, so that can be 16Q, and it won't matter. Oh, you know what I realized? I didn't actually have to do the font trick on this because it was fine that I had the same background because I stacked them. Well, that was a happy accident. All right. Where was I? The expansion. Is it this expansion 7.5? Ooh, actually, let's go 8Q because we want to do that anyways. Let's just see if that works since we're changing things around. No. 9? I don't even know if that's the issue. Probably isn't the issue. We have some weird margins here on the body. That could be it. There's just no telling. I'd probably have to, I like how 8 looks better. Well, aside from, yeah, moving this around, yeah, I'll just hopefully see what you guys do. Weird solution. I don't think I did very good on this, but I had fun with it. I think that's kind of what I needed. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, I did it again. There we go. I'm not going to clean up all of the values because, well, let's be real, it doesn't matter at this point. Yay, 99.9. Okay, one last thing to change. Oops, 33Q. 32. 34. Let's see what that does. Nope, didn't do it. Okay, I don't know where the issue is. I could change all these numbers back and forth, up and down, left and right, and never find the combination with the solution, so it needs a refactor, but I'm not doing that tonight. So, hope you got 100%. Hope you're having fun, and I'll catch you later.